I can just, if I just hold my screen up, let me see, where am I?
Oh, you were there. You were
Okay.
there. There you go.
All right. So if I hold my screen up like this, you can see
Yeah.
what I have,
Yep.
and no judgment with my tracking today because I did not track everything today,
Knowing that she was going to be doing the Zoom.
knowing that I was going to be doing it. Do you want me to get started now?
Sure.
Okay. So I don't know where everybody is with the tracking stuff. So I'll just give some of the pointers or some of the things that I've picked up along the way. And if you have questions, I can do a little research or I might have the answer. But when you're tracking in your app, everything shows up here. And one of the things that when I first started, it was just about tracking day to day. So you can either touch here or click on the plus to add your meal. And then we have the photo options. And if you're choosing a photo option, you can go to past meals and choose something that you've already added. Or you can go to my meals, which you can create your own meal. I'll show you that in a second. Or you can go to discover on the bottom. And these are recipes that are already in the system that if you wanted to make a recipe. So let's just go to create a food.
And can I stop you really quick, Jen? I'm sorry.
It's
If
okay.
you don't have in-app tracking turned on, you don't see this.
No.
Yeah. So people that have in-app tracking that are tracking right now, you guys that are in it, this totally makes sense to you probably. But if you're doing MyFitnessPal or Fitbit, that's what's turned on your app. So you'll be watching Jen now to decide. I can switch you at any time to in-app tracking, but a lot of this you can't see. So it's great that Jen is showing it to you because you don't see it if you don't have it switched on.
Okay, thank you. So for right now, I'm going to skip a photo. And then just like with MyFitnessPal or any other tracking, you can put in, it has your recent items. You can type in something. So if I wanted to type in a banana, and it would have it, and all of the information is already there. And then if it's my favorite, I can press the heart.
And
I
if you
wanted
press
to,
the heart as a favorite, is there a favorite section that all your favorites are at?
yes. So when you go to add something, you have recent, favorites, or custom.
Oh,
So for recent, these are recent items that I've done. If I just type in banana again, it pops up. So I can, if I press on it, I can click the heart. So it'll become a favorite. If I go to favorites now, the banana is there.
awesome. So you don't have any favorites in there because you eat the same food all the time usually. So you just copy it from a recent.
Pretty much. I tend to do recents.
Okay.
I also, I like to do clean eats sometimes. And so they give you the recipe, the information on it, and you can create a custom. So if it's a custom, you would just add a custom, type in the name, put in all of the information, hit save, and then it would be, I go to custom and I could hit the plus sign. And if I go to next, it's going to ask me, where do I want to put it? Is it my breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a snack? And so if it's my dinner, I would just then say add food. Now, here's the thing that's tricky with this app is that when you add your food, if I were to hit save for dinner, my dinner already exists. I already had dinner. So it won't let me add another dinner. So I either have to save this as a snack or I have to go in and edit my dinner to add more.
So you can edit your dinner.
Yes.
Okay. So I know somebody asked me that because they were saying that they put their breakfast in and then it changed and it wouldn't let them do anything. So once you click on it.
Okay. So this is my meals for today. So I had breakfast was a protein bar. And then for dinner, I had tacos, right? So if I decided that I need to add to my breakfast, so I would go to the three dots on the side and I could either edit, copy it to another day, save it to my meals, or delete. So I'm going to go edit. And then I'm going to click here where it says add food.
Oh, okay. So they do have the ability to add to a meal already made in place.
So let's just pretend I had a banana. So I'm going to go to my recents. I'm going to hit the plus sign and hit next. So now for my breakfast, I have my protein bar and then the banana.
Cool. I
Okay.
didn't know you can do that because everybody was saying that there was no way to add into their meals. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. I feel like people's minds change all the time and plans change. That's awesome.
So I know another thing is so making a recipe. So I know some people like to make soup or like the
Crock
big,
pot.
right. I have not found a way to make a recipe on here.
Okay.
You as the trainer and the owner of this, you can make recipes and push them out to us, but
Okay.
we can't make a full-on recipe.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will put a post in the in-app tracking group
Mhm.
and ask people if there's a recipe they want added, and I can go ahead and add it
Okay.
with your
So,
help.
but what you can do is you can like, so my dinner tonight was tacos. So I scanned it was the cheese, the taco bowls, the beef, and the shredded lettuce. And the kit itself contained the sauce part as well. So now I added all of these separate ingredients. Let's just say tacos are a staple in my house. I can make this a meal, so I don't have to
Oh,
keep adding each thing.
oh, that's cool.
So if you go over to where it says the three or has the three dots, I can go save to my meals. And I have to give it a name. So tacos, save.
Taco
And
Tuesday.
so now it's saved as tacos. And if I go down to the bottom part and I click on the three dots at the bottom, it says my meals. And now I have tacos and I had an egg scramble.
Oh, that's awesome. So like Vince does Ranchos Nuevos. He can
Mhm.
do the same thing, build it and then save it as a meal and then he'll always have it.
Yes.
Awesome. Love that. That's great.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Now, the other thing it's not new, but it's different from MyFitnessPal because MyFitnessPal you can pick the dates and add when you want to add your meals. You can do this here as well. So if you go to the plus sign at the very top, it says date before you click on any of the items. So if you click on date, and let's just say I want to do tomorrow, not today. I want to do tomorrow and Thursday. So I selected those two dates. I'm going to hit save. Then I'm going to click on meal. And let's go to my past meals. And let's say I have this protein bar. I want to add it to the next 2 days. That's my protein bar. I hit the little checkbox in the corner
See it.
and then hit add.
And it will add it to the 2 days.
So now this is today. So tomorrow it's added
Awesome.
and Thursday it's added.
I know that was huge when we first switched over at in-app tracking. We didn't have the ability last year to go to another day. So
Right.
that's great. Oh, I'm so glad that you're doing this because I had no idea.
So that was one way to do it. You could also do it by the meal itself. So if I had dinner, let's go dinner, and it's going to ask me if I want to copy to another day. So I can click on that, and then it's going to ask me to pick the day. And let's just say Sunday and copy. So I
Love
hit
that.
Sunday and then copy, and now it's there for Sunday.
That's awesome. Those are like the main things because I know everybody gets so used to MyFitnessPal and Fitbit, and I was lost looking at it. So, and you're my tech person.
It is
All things techie.
easier. I do like it better than MyFitnessPal because of all of the issues. But it does a lot of the similar things. The only thing that I cannot figure out how to do is make those recipes.
Okay, I'll find out from the app developers if that's in the works or not.
So another thing, and I posted this in the group for the in-app tracking, is if you click on the three dots and you go scroll down, and this everybody has under support, under the last part for support, it says suggest a feature. And if you click on that, it'll take you to the Trainerize ideas, and you can upvote things. So everybody can do this. So if it was, let me find one that would work. Like group food and save meals that we use regularly. That's what some people want. Right now it has 492 votes, and you can vote that that's something that you want. Or if it was the one that I just did the other day was around the food. The other thing that they don't do is when you create a meal, you can't see those individual macros. So they have the voting feature, like somebody wants that, so you can upvote that.
Yeah.
And so that's how I guess Trainerize is going through, and things that have a lot of votes on them, that would be their next thing.
Yeah, so they go to studio app owners like myself and they say, out of all these things, what is priority? And then we get an email saying when they're working on it. But I just looked, and someone said, hey there, I'm currently on a trial and just trying to work my way around everything. This Smart Meal Planner was one of the things they're checking the platform. Is it possible to add your own custom meals and recipes? Oh, wait, no, that's not, hold on. Okay, so Q4, which I guess is what we're going into. Trainer and clients be able to build custom recipes, build meal plans to custom macros, show macros, pre-log food 5 days in advance, and add macros from restaurants is coming.
Nice.
That's Q4.
So that should be soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, usually they'll release it like the end of Q4.
Okay, so October, November, December, so sometime within that time.
Yeah, I
this
think
time
they're
frame.
working on it. So. And that was 2 weeks ago, they posted that.
Nice. The other thing that you can do is if you are in here and say I logged this as breakfast, but I ended up just eating it for dinner. If you go into edit, you can then change your meal. This is automatic depending on when you put it into the app. So if I log at night, like say I'm going to log tonight for all of tomorrow, everything would show up as the time for nighttime tonight.
Oh, really?
So you have to check which one it is.
Okay. It defaults to the time of the app you're entering it in.
Yes.
I wonder what happens to people when they're like mountain staring. I guess it's app specific to where you are. That would make sense. Okay, hold on. I'm reading something else. Oh, clients can save their favorite combinations to my meals for now. So that's what you were talking about. Custom foods and meals are made for trainers to create, as of now, something that their clients can discover. Our clients' custom recipes a feature. Okay, so yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess really the only, besides recipes, which doesn't really impact me because I don't really do any cooking myself, is it's just not my thing, is the macros on a meal, which you don't have. Because then I did see somebody else put, and I'm like, yeah, that is true. Like if I could have had more cheese on my tacos,
you would have done that.
I would have done that. Or if I knew that I had to pull back some of that cheese, then like knowing that info would have been helpful.
Okay, let me look real quick. Hold on, see if there's anything in here.
Anybody that's on the call, are there questions that I don't know if I haven't covered that might be helpful or that you're wondering about?
Oh, someone just came on, but they missed the whole thing. So we'll have to watch. I guess people are voting for that macros breakdown,
Mhm.
and I can send you guys a link if everybody wants to vote for it, but according to them, it's gonna be in this next rollout too. But a lot of times they have a bunch of stuff ready for the rollout, and then certain things don't go through,
Mhm.
especially when it's a lot of stuff. So I will, oh, it looks like on May 17th, I reported that I'd put a comment in there with meal plans. Is it in the works to be able to customize the macros? See your macros breakdown.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're working on it. I mean, of course, they're working on everything, but those are like priority, I guess. That says Q4, Q1, so
Okay.
I'll keep you guys posted as that comes out. So no one else has any questions? So here's the deal. It's really easy for me to switch you to in-app tracking. It's also very easy for me to switch you back to FitnessPal or Fitbit. My FitnessPal did an update today, and when they did a system update, nobody's meals were syncing from what I understand. So I went to the MyFitnessPal issue page they have, and they said they were working on it. It was resolved, and I don't know if it was resolved or not. But unfortunately, I have no control over what third-party apps do. I know that in-app tracking is instant,
Mhm.
right?
And I'm one who, and Shannon can tell you, I have gone back and forth. Even for this challenge, I was like in prior challenges, I was in the in-app, and I'm like, no, just put me back in my fitness pal, because I was, even though I wasn't in the last challenge, I was still logging my weight and stuff in my fitness pal, and I'm like, I'll just keep going there. And then after the first full day, I'm like, no, you can push me back.
It's nice to have it right there.
It
I mean,
is.
there's a learning curve with anything. I mean, if you've been using MyFitnessPal forever, no one likes change. I get it. But once you do it and you actually use it, it gets, and from what I'm hearing, it gets comfortable.
Mhm.
Personally, as a coach, I don't get to use the in-app tracking, which is why I don't know how to use it. Because if I were to log in as my fake person, it messes with my app as a coach. So the in-app I can't do. So I can only do where it reads from a third party. Which is why I don't sync it to the app. I do it in a third party app, but it doesn't connect to the app. But so I love that the ability to do it. If anybody wants to be in the in-app group, which you guys do not see, thank you, Jennifer, for posting that. If anybody wants to be in the in-app group, if you didn't ask to be in it, you don't see it, but people post stuff in there, can't find this. Can anybody help me find this? Or I found this, or this, I noticed this, and just scroll up and you'll see stuff. I also saw a guy I had partnered with a while ago, Rob. He does his own little YouTube videos too. And I reached out to him the other day to ask him if he would give me access to those for you guys. They're kind of like the ones that are already in your videos that say how to use the app, how to send messages, how to do this, how to do that. It's that guy. So I think he's going to let me use those too. So I will share those as well, or add them to my YouTube if there's ability for me to do that. But if you want to switch, I definitely would suggest it. It takes a lot of the stress away from waiting for the app to sync. And it gets better every quarter. So Jennifer, I appreciate you so much for coming on here and doing this.
Anytime.
Am I seeing you tomorrow morning at Orange Theory?
Tomorrow morning, no, I'm down in Boca tomorrow. The link that I put into the chat box, so I can't log in to see everything Shannon can see, but on the Trainerize site, like I'm a investigator. Like I always need to like find out answers.
I
So
love
I
that.
just Google everything. And the Trainerize site has an FAQ kind of for us. It's mostly for Shannon. But that first part was how Shannon would change things for us on our end. But the bottom half of that, so about half, maybe a third of the way down this page, is the directions on how to track a meal, how to add a meal for us on our end. So if that's helpful, so you can see how easy it is.
That's perfect. Will you text me that link? I mean, I can find it, but if you already have it, just text it to me and I'll put it in the group.
Okay.
All right, does anyone else have any questions? No, just me. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. If anybody wants to switch, just message me and I will go ahead and do that. If I do that, you have to close out your app and reopen it to actually see it. Otherwise it'll just look like you didn't do it. And that's pretty much it. I really appreciate you coming on here and doing this for us, Jen. It means a lot to me, and
Anytime.
I always appreciate you. Jen's also very savvy with the iWatch.
I am. If anybody has any
She
questions
has
about that.
her macros like right on the face of her iWatch.
So I actually switched that one. But
Can you guys see that? That's her macros for the day on her watch. So if anybody wants to convince Jen to do another one with the iWatch, maybe we can convince her to do that.
anytime, anything for you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I'm sure everybody else does too. I'm going to let everybody go. I did record this. I'm going to put it on YouTube. Once Jen shares a link with me, I will post it in the group unless Jen just wants to do it directly. And then
I think I did share it with you in our messages on the app.
perfect. Oh, perfect. If anybody has any other questions, Jen is in the in-app group. I'm going to try to do some research on it also. And more stuff, find out for you guys. And that's pretty much it. I'm so happy that you guys came on. I will see you all tomorrow night at our regular meeting. And always be badass. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.